In the last video, we talked about the differences between Anima Lite and Anima Pro. In this video, we are going through the installation process and the license system. Okay, so we will click on download now to download the Anima Lite version, but you can also click on get it now if you want to buy the paid version. The process is exactly the same. So I will click on download now, and on the right will appear my card. As you can see, the subtotal is 0. This is the free version, okay? And at the moment, the only thing I need to do is just to check out. Keep in mind, as I've already told you, that you need an account here on the accessdesign.com. So through the checkout process, you will be asked to fill a form, and then you will receive a confirmation email. In that confirmation email, you will find a download link to download the installer, and I would suggest you to keep that email for future use. However, the other thing you can do is to come here on the Access Design website, access to your account, and then get the installer from there. Okay, so it's quite simple, quite straightforward. Now, here I will close this. I will just minimize this since I already have the installer. Okay, and here you have it. The Anima installer comes as a zip file. The version you have here depends on the time you are downloading the installer. Okay, here at the time of this video recording is the 3.0.1 version, but it's okay with other versions too. Now, what we need to do is just to open the zip file and extract all the files, the 2 files we have. Otherwise, it won't work. Okay? So I will close this. I already have them installed here. While installed, extracted. So we'll just launch the installer. Yes, I want to allow this app to make changes. Okay, and this is the installer. This is a typical install process. The point is to see this. I will just minimize this. Okay, is just to be sure that everyone got the same options activated. Okay, so click next. We agree to the license agreement, obviously, and here we have the options. The first group is the main one, the program, the Anima 3 program. We can install it as a full version or as a render node. Remember that with the Anima Pro license, you will be able to use the render node, then install Anima as a render node onto up to 3 workstations. Okay, in our case, we will use the full version. So I will just collapse this, and I will collapse also these other options. Okay, as you can see, there are 3 native plugins, one for 3ds Max, another for Cinema 4D, and another, the last one, for Unreal Engine 4. As you can see, 3ds Max and Unreal Engine 4 are already activated with the exact version, I already have installed. And this is the point I want to make. It's important, if you want to completely follow the course and practice, that you have, before complete this install process, to install 3ds Max and Unreal Engine 4. If you don't want to Google it about Unreal Engine 4, there is one of the last videos of this course where I talk about the integration between Anima and Unreal Engine 4, where I explain where to get it and how to install it. Okay, so as you can see, the system already detects which version I have installed. Okay, and there are more options. We could install a command line option for Anima to use through command line the Anima tools, and the third-party libraries. These options can be different, activated or deactivated on your computer according to your computer configurations. Okay, so now we only need to click on next and specify the destination folder. I would keep the standard one, the default one, but you can click on browse and choose a different one. Since, as you can see here, I already have Anima installed, I won't click on next, but you, yes, will have to do it, because this will copy all the files, extract and copy all the files on your system and install Anima completely. Okay, so I will just click on cancel. Yes, I want to access the setup, and I will launch Anima. Now, even if I'm using Anima 3.0 for this introduction course, for those who owns the 2.0, 2.5 version, it's possible to follow the course quite simply. Yes, there will be differences since are different versions, but the main concepts are the same. Okay, I won't go through the interface. I will do this in a later video, actually the next one. So I will close the welcome screen and wait for Anima to populate the scene. This is an example of scene and elements we can have in the editor of Anima. We won't talk about this here. As you can see here, we have Anima Lite. Do we have a different installer for the Anima Pro version? No, we don't. Okay, the installer is exactly the same because they are exactly the same. The only difference is that Anima Lite has some limitation activated. So let's see how to activate the Anima Pro license. We go to the top left on the Anima logo, we open the Anima menu, we go to Help and then click on License. Perfect. Here you have the license pop-up. The first text field you have is the system code. This is the unique code generated according to your machine configuration, hardware configuration. Okay, on each machine computer you will install Anima and you will try to activate the Anima Pro license. This code will change. Then you will be asked to introduce the purchase code, which you will have received if in an email. Then you have to just copy and paste here. Then you have to introduce your purchase email, which is the email you have used for your Access Design account, and then nothing more. The activation code text field you have to left blank because you have to then click on retrieve, and using this information you have introduced, the system actually will use your internet connection that you need to have active to retrieve the information and generate an activation code that will appear here. And then this button will become an OK button. You click on the OK button and you will have an Anima Pro license activated. What about if you want to install, or better, to activate an Anima Pro license on another computer? Well, you have to do exactly the same. What happens is that the system will detect that this is the new activation, so will deactivate the previous one and then activate this new one you are activating at that moment. Okay, so it's quite simple, quite straightforward. And that's it for this video. In the next one, we will start talking about the interface of the editor. So see you soon.